That's so pretty. What a beautiful view. This one agrees. I'm really sorry I can't come into work today. My cat sat on my lap and yeah, I can't possibly move her. And this never happens. I keep saying that and she's doing it pretty much every day. I think she misses me while I'm at work. That's behind door number 16. I'm getting excited to see what the Christmas... Oh, typical. It's another cozy by the fire. Morning peeps, welcome to Vlogmas day 16. I am running a bit, well I'm not running late, I'm going into work late on purpose today. I have got some bits and pieces that I need to do while I'm at work, but once I finish those I've got a whole bunch of stuff that needs cutting out, and I'd rather do that at home away from my sewing machine because I'm classing it as time management or time management of resources or something like that. But yeah, it makes more sense to be cutting out at home and then sewing at work, so that's what I'm going with. Yeah, so I'm on my way and I've just seen that there's an 8-legged nope on my ceiling, so yeah, I'm gonna have to burn my house with fire as I leave. Whoops. So today I have on my Hortensia cardigan. That's an Andy Sutherland untangling knots pattern, high-necked long-sleeved top from Next, a vest, my circle skirt with the fancy bias binding from I think this was an October make, maybe September, and some pattern tights and some flat ballet shoes.
What are you picturing?
I'm not overly sure how that's comfortable. She's got her nose like wedged.
Oh, right.
Like actually wedged. So planning out my day, lots and lots of things to do. Yeah, it's completely doable. Keep telling myself that. So first up is this box pleated and gathered skirt. I have marked all the box pleats and the gathers. I'm now going to press them so that I can then go in by hand and gather in between the box pleats to just close these gaps. And once I've closed the gap, I will then actually tack the pleats together so that when I sew them to the waistband, the pleats remain perfect. At least that's the theory. I just pressed everything down and repinned, and now I am going to gather in between behind these to bring the pleats together. So I've tacked the pleats together at the seam allowance, so it's 3/8 of an inch on this pattern, to make sure that when I sew them that the pleats are perfectly aligned. And then on the back I've gathered the excess fabric in between the box pleats so that they sit flush together. And that's basically it. So I'm now going to sew that all down and then I'm going to attach it to the bodice. And then we have a box pleated skirt sewn onto the bodice, and there is a little bit of gathering behind these, but yeah, really happy with how that's come out. I love it when that happens first time, matching up the waistline and any other details. And the trick I use to try and do that every time, it doesn't always work, but I sew one side of the zip in, zip it up, and then mark with one of my these friction pens, which come away with heat, where the points that I need to match are. So when I pin it down and then sew it in, hopefully it will work first time, which, oh god, where's the zipper gone? It's really invisible. Hopefully it does. So my waistband is all stitched in the ditch. The only downside with these kind of fabrics is you kind of have to pick a colour of thread, and it's not going to work for everything, but that's on the inside, so that's fine. I forgot to say, I ordered some bias binding for a Christmas present project, and it arrived from Frumble this morning, and they sent it pinned with this tiny little heart pin, which is so cute, so I shall definitely be saving that. Late lunch of leftover mac and cheese, which is amazing, but I do think they're trying to kill me. This is enough for 3 people. So I've got the dress finished. The only thing that needs doing now is it's got to be hand hemmed, but I don't need to do that at the shop. I can do that at home, but I'm really pleased with how that's come out. I like it a lot. So I've just finished cutting out a couple of projects, neither of which I can show you because they are Christmas presents for people, but it does mean that I will have some sewing to do tomorrow, which is awesome. This is where my mum and dad's kitchen island. It's the perfect height for cutting out for me because I'm quite tall, so it's really nice to be able to do it back here. Although the shop is amazing, I don't have a big enough cutting table as yet, so this is a godsend. Or a lifesaver. I'm back up at mine. It's been a long but productive day, which is awesome. It always makes me feel good. I am going to call it a night. I am going to edit the vlog, and I'm also going to have a very long overdue catch up with one of my besties, which I'm very much looking forward to. So thank you very much for following me around today, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!